Imagine a world where you couldn't drive your car or take the bus to school or to work. Cal State Long Beach Fine Arts grad student Sierra Brown did imagine it. That's why she became a super commuter. Sierra explored the possibilities of commuting without polluting. Every Monday, she left her home in ports of call at 7 a.m. and commuted through the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach and arrived at Cal State Long Beach by 7 p.m. Why did she do this? Because she's an endurance artist, bringing attention to the environment and to transportation. Find out what it takes to be a super commuter.
Break it down, break it down.
I didn't really train too much for the swim. I was really nervous that I wasn't going to make it. Basically 6 hours and 40 minutes I didn't stop and I didn't eat or anything. So there was a point, the current shifted, and every time I was breathing, you know, I could see the same building. It's like it was not getting out of my view, and it felt like I wasn't going anywhere, and that's when I started feeling really frustrated. So I was just kind of mentally out of it, but physically I was actually okay. I couldn't pull myself up onto the dock. My friend pulled me out of the water. But after that, I walked to school and I recovered pretty quickly. A bike shop in town here sponsored me, and I rode a 1979 girls Huffy. Because I wanted it to be fun, I wanted to ride a bike that wasn't fancy. It was kind of a fun thing because it's like the worst bike, and I had a support crew and you know, give me water and stuff. And my friend Kristen came with me. When I did the rollerblade, my friend came out and we wore these 80s costumes. I had a skirt on and some tights, and then we were just constantly being punked at. Two girls rollerblading, you know, through Wilmington at 7 in the morning on a Monday. There are some people going, what, you know, what is going on here? I didn't have a board to paddle like 3 days before, and I was going, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? You know, I need a board to do the paddle on Monday. And my friend hooked me up with him, and he shaped this board like 2 days before. He said, I don't really care what I get out of this. He's like, I'm just doing it because I believe in your project. And it was really nice, you know. I was thinking about the run and I thought, well, it's kind of boring, just running. And I had been thinking about polar bear as an icon for global warming. I was actually thinking about a different art project that I wanted to do with a polar bear. I wanted to do like a polar bear at the beach here, a stretching routine, or kind of like a workout or a yoga video or something. I came up with the idea about 2 days before the run, and I thought, how am I going to track down a polar bear costume? Because everything in this project was so difficult to organize. I just thought there's no way I'm going to be able to. And I made 2 phone calls and asked them on the phone, do you have a polar bear costume? And they said, yeah, we got a couple. I didn't tell them what I was doing. Oh, okay, yeah. I looked like a guy, I think, when I was when I was doing the Razor scooter, and I just didn't get any. It was the total opposite response. So it's pretty funny just to see, you know, what I was wearing, how much it made a difference with the response from people. I sailed. It was a Hobie craft, so it actually had pedals, so that was fast. It was just easy, fun. Mm-hmm. It was really foggy that day, so it was really cool visually, and all the foghorns and stuff. That was a challenge. It took me 2 months to track the swan boat down. I saw a picture of it and I thought, I have to do that. I just have to, because that's just, it was gonna look amazing next to the ships. So I ended up contacting the manufacturer. I said, well, is there a swan boat in California? And he said he had sold one to somebody out in Riverside. I called her for weeks and she was out of the office. And so at that point I had already said and told people that I was going to do the swan boat.
and I couldn't get a hold of this person, and I had absolutely no idea if she was even going to loan it to me or let me use it, but I just crossed my fingers, and finally I did get a hold of her. And she let me borrow the swan boat. My mom, she got Victorian costumes from an antique shop that let us borrow them, and then she made our hats and parasols, and we wore gloves, and she just went all out with the whole thing.